Welcome to this video where art meets emotion and creativity soars outside of boxes, borders, and lines. Have you ever felt that your creativity was just hiding beneath the surface? It was just underneath the weight of everyday life, all the disruptions and distractions that come our way, and all of the messy emotions that we can feel. If that's you, then you're in the right place. I'm Jamie. I'm the artist and the heart behind Flutter Creations. And the reason why I started this channel was because I've always been a creator. I've always been a maker. I've always been out there expressing myself in different ways, whether that was through, dance or later on into paper crafting. I've always found my way to art. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I am a very emotional person. I'm a very sensitive person. I have a lot of emotions, and I always maybe needed a way to express that, and how best to do that than through art. And I come from a long line of creators. My grandfather was a woodworker. My grandmother did oil painting. My mother, of course, does paper crafting. And my son, he is an artist in the way of drawing. So if it's not a stick figure, count me out on that. I am not good at it. So you're not going to catch me drawing anything unless it is intended to be messy, because that's all you're going to get from me, which, hey, maybe that's just the emotion that I have at that moment. So I started creating with my mom in the scrapbooking world. She used to do a lot of creative memories, and then I would tag along with her to some of the crops, give her some inspiration, receive inspiration, and I always just really loved it. And then many years later, when she moved into the card making space, I went right along with her. I was like, what is this? How are we utilizing this? What are all of these products? And I was just caught hook, line, and sinker. That was it for me. I absolutely love card making. However, as the creative spirit that I am, I enjoy art in so many different mediums and modalities. Whether that be I try my hand at watercoloring, which I'm not that great at, but I do enjoy trying some of the techniques, or working in my art journal, doing mixed media, or just even working on a planner page for my planner. I enjoy all forms of art. My spouse and my spouse's entire family are also artistic. My spouse does woodworking, sings, and plays instruments. I am not musically inclined whatsoever, but I do love to belt out a tune. Whether it's good or bad, I don't care. And I really don't care who sees or hears, because it just brings me joy, and we do what we love, right? And if it brings some happiness to our heart, then who should stop us? Nobody. A little more about me. My favorite color is green. I love green. Green is fabulous. It makes me happy. It makes me think of nature, and I love being in nature. Not just let me walk around the block type of nature, but I want to go camping. I want to go on a hike. I want to be on a lake somewhere canoeing. I love stuff like that. That is my happy place away from my crafty happy place. I have two fur babies. One is a really small little toy poodle, but she is aging. And the other is our big 80-something pound lab mix. And I guarantee you, at some point or another, they will make an appearance. Whether vocally or visually, they are going to be around. They love to craft with me. They love to be in here. If I'm like coming up the stairs to the craft space, then one of them is like, yep, that's where I'm going. Even if I'm not actually going into the craft space, he wants to come in here. I think he finds this to be his happy little sanctuary just as much as I do. I was also diagnosed with borderline personality disorder about 5 years ago or so. And when I was going through therapy, and after quite a few years of therapy, my therapist coming to me and us talking this through, it made sense. Something clicked. Something went off that I was like, oh, I've been living with this my entire life, which then led to the realization of, why is there not a space out there? Why in the crafty community am I not hearing more about other individuals with mental health diagnosis and the ways that they are coping, the ways that they are healing, and the ways that they're doing it through art? I'm not saying I'm the only person out here. I'm just not finding those individuals. So I thought, why not create a community, create a space where everybody, mental health diagnosis or not, we all have emotions and feelings and hard days. And I am hoping that this space can help everybody feel inspired to channel that into works of art and take the imperfections and the messiness of life and of the day and realize we can still make something beautiful. We can make something wonderful out of something that doesn't feel good. In the end, you will then feel better. So I hope that this space inspires you to do that, to create, to embrace who you are as an individual, as much as I am working to embrace who I am, coming out of comfort zones, trying new techniques, new life experiences out there, and just kind of conquering it, being fearless, just being fearless. I have a sign on my wall that says, "Be weird wherever you are." That's the vibe that you're gonna get here. You're gonna get me. I'm a little bit quirky, a little goofy. I like the weird. I like to just be whoever it is that I am. I like to laugh. The million gazillion laughs that I have, because every situation may be a different type of laugh that you need to express. I have goofy friends who I absolutely love and I hope to introduce you to. I have my mother who, got me into art a long time ago, like I mentioned, and I hope that maybe one day you'll get to see her on here as well. So you're gonna find just an authentic space for you to come as you are, me to approach you with who I am authentically, and us feel safe together in this. You can expect me to share my mixed media, my cards, any kind of scrapbooking or paper crafting. If I decide that I want to pick up my cross stitching or crocheting again, then I will share that and you can come along that journey with me. You'll also expect to get a lot of fumbly words, a lot of pauses, because my brain has to stop. It has to put the words in order, so otherwise it's going like this a lot. So for your sake, I will try to keep things as succinct as possible. But otherwise you're gonna get some fumblies, some blah, 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 because sometimes that's just what happens, right? Whether you're creating from your stash, you're new to crafting, or you've been crafting for a long time, this is your creative space, a place that hopefully you can find some inspiration and calm, a place for you to grow, to shine, and to share. And join me here at Color Flutter Creations and click subscribe. Together, we will go beyond boxes, borders, and lines, and we will let our creativity soar. Thank you for supporting me by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.